An asteroid collides with Earth, carving a crater 20 kilometers wide in the blink of an eye. The impact sends a mushroom cloud of dust, ash, and vaporized rock to the sky, turning day into night. The immediate area around the impact zone is obliterated, leaving a scar visible from space. This is the moment Earth changed forever. Today, we're exploring a hypothetical yet terrifying possible scenario: a massive asteroid strike on Earth. We'll navigate this apocalyptic journey from the moment of discovery to the challenge of adapting to a new normal after the devastating strike, so that if it ever happens, you'll be ready. Could you survive being in the strike zone? And would society as we know it collapse? We'll get there, but this timeline starts 1 year before the impact. Astronomers and scientists from every corner of the world rush to their observatories and data centers. A rogue giant from the depths of space is on a collision course with Earth. Its size? About 1 kilometer in diameter. The findings are undeniable and chilling. The asteroid is real. Its path is confirmed and the countdown to impact begins. The colossal celestial body promises an impact with an energy release equivalent to millions of nuclear bombs. Governments call emergency meetings, space agencies pool their resources, and news outlets broadcast 24/7 updates on the asteroid's approach. In this storm of fear and speculation, your survival depends on accurate information. Social media conspiracy theories are your worst enemy. So subscribe to updates from verified scientific organizations. Stay up to date with government advisories and prepare your emergency kits. 1 month before impact, what once felt like a distant possibility is now a stark reality. Cities and towns in the projected impact zone, areas that once thrived with life and activity, are now the focus of one of the largest evacuation efforts in human history. Highways become rivers of vehicles fleeing from the danger zone, while airports operate around the clock. And while fear and uncertainty bring out the worst in some citizens, they also unite much of humanity in solidarity. Borders and conflicts seem trivial in the face of this existential threat. Mankind holds its breath as a team of astronauts heads out on a mission to try and nudge the colossal space rock off its deadly path with the latest space technology. On the ground, engineers and workers race against time to construct and reinforce underground shelters designed to withstand the catastrophic forces of the impact. If you find yourself in the evacuation zone, follow orders and don't waste time. Every moment counts, and the window for safe passage is limited. Now, if you've been watching our videos, you know that being prepared is half the battle. Hit that subscribe button and stay one step ahead of the apocalypse. Day 0 arrives. As the asteroid pierces the Earth's atmosphere, it becomes a massive fireball. A deafening roar announces the apocalyptic impact. The explosion is blinding, a burst of light and energy that carves a crater 20 kilometers wide and more than 1 kilometer deep in mere seconds. Shockwaves ripple across the Earth's crust, while the force of the impact throws huge quantities of debris and dust into the atmosphere, covering the sky in darkness. Remember, this giant brings devastation equivalent to several million nuclear bombs. Unless you're in a strong and very deep underground bunker, your chances of survival are almost non-existent. For those living outside the direct impact zone, well, the danger isn't over. The shockwaves, capable of circling the globe, will cause structures to collapse and windows to shatter many kilometers away from the impact site. Stay in basements or internal rooms to avoid the secondary hazards of falling debris. Your emergency kit, stocked with water, non-perishable food, and a first aid kit, should be within reach. In the week following the catastrophic asteroid strike, surrounding regions will still shake with aftershocks. A thick, dense cloud of dust and debris will spread across the globe, forcing temperatures to drop and creating huge changes in weather patterns. These days following the impact will test your survival skills. Be prepared to apply basic first aid for injuries, either to yourself or others. And steer clear of severely impacted areas unless you're part of an organized rescue or aid effort. Unstable structures and ongoing fires pose significant risks. Now, knowing how to make a fire can provide warmth in this suddenly cold world, and a way to cook food. And remember, rainwater collected after the impact may be carrying particulates from the atmosphere. Use purification tablets or boil it if possible. 1 month into this post-impact world, the dust and debris are still suspended in the atmosphere like a colossal sunshade. As the world enters an impact winter, global agriculture takes a hit. Widespread crop failures trigger food shortages, threatening to spiral into full-blown famine. Focus on getting yourself some non-perishable food items, things that offer nutritional value and have a long shelf life. Add layers of clothing to stay warm and insulate your home or bunker. Wood stoves can help solve your heating problems, but keep in mind the importance of ventilation to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. By month 6, the fabric of society has been stretched to its limits. Regions damaged by the impact and the changing climate see an exodus of refugees looking for shelter and sustenance. As our conventional forms of trade and commerce fall into decline, people will get desperate and resort to looting and crime. Forming neighborhood watch groups or community patrols will provide security while also building stronger community bonds. At this point, maintaining your mental health becomes as crucial as securing food and water. Try to connect with other people and share your experiences. Engaging in stress relief activities will help you to cope with your emotional distress. 5 years after the hit, humanity is still struggling to adapt to the new normal. The psychological toll is huge, with trauma and grief rippling through communities. But then, a ray of sunshine brings good news. Literally. The dust in the atmosphere begins to settle and the sun reappears, and global temperatures gradually normalize. As the impact winter dissipates, traditional agriculture is slowly resumed, providing a crucial lifeline for the reconstruction of society. Learning skills like carpentry, farming, and basic engineering will make you an invaluable asset to your community. Also, keep an open mind and embrace the diversity that might emerge as communities adapt to the challenges of the post-impact world. The only way to adapt and survive in this shaken world is by creating a new, resilient culture of cooperation and innovation. Now, the randomness of an asteroid impact is terrifying. However, there's a more immediate and preventable threat looming over us: the potential for World War III. The path to nuclear war is paved with human choices and actions, making it a scenario we can and must strive to avoid. Want to know how World War III would play out? Check out our AI simulation video right here on how to survive.